Greetings, friends. Another beautiful day. Today. It's April 16th, 2013. So, yesterday there was a bombing in Boston. And I think that was perfect opportunity for light workers to intervene in the fallout, I guess you could say, and the continuing fallout surrounding this event, which, personally, if you ask me, my feel is it's not an international thing, it's a domestic thing. But it remains to be unknown. It remains to be discovered. Which I think, in my opinion, I mean, if someone, think about it. If someone did it, and it was a terrorist attack kind of thing, well, I mean, it's a terrorist attack either way, but if someone did it with, some kind of intent to result in some outcome, and it was like a group, an organized group or whatever, they probably would have come forward already. They would be happy that they made it into the news and blah, 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 and it worked, and it seems to me that it's probably going to be some kind of senseless violence thing. And to be honest, as I've told some people before, I'm surprised it's not happening more often. The reason why I say that is because, I mean, look around. But that's why I keep saying it's we gotta take this time to not, every time I see these big disasters, you could say, shocking outcomes of people getting killed, the thing that I always think is, I'm like, alright, it's happened, why does everyone always think we gotta prevent this 100%? It's such a small, a tiny percentage of people, are actually crazy enough to do stuff like that. But the point is, the prevention, to be honest, you're never going to prevent them entirely using just only security, actions and personnel and all these things. We have to tackle these issues from that side as well, but also on the prevention side. And if you look at it, look at the budgets, nowhere near the same. And everyone thinks that you can just inject money into the security budget and that's just going to make the problem go away. Well, guess what? How much money have we injected in the security budget and it's not gone away? When are we going to consider the alternative options that are just as logical, just as, problem solving, and might even cost less money and make us happier? How is paying people to, patrol the streets going to make everyone feel happier and safer? Sometimes they're patrolling the streets and they're doing nothing. They're just driving around. We're paying them $60, $70, $80, maybe even $100,000 to just drive around all day. Is that a fun job for them? Probably not. Probably not the most fun job for them. That's why you see so many police officers get into corrupt kind of things, because they're bored. They have nothing better to do but drive around and deal with domestic disturbances and loud parties. Of course they're gonna get bored. But see, that's the problem. Stop fueling this security budget. You're never gonna stop everyone from doing stuff. Find the balance between the two. And right now, again, as I say, if you look at the budgets, the money's is all going into this security budget. No one's looking at prevention. No one's looking at social programs to try to stop this stuff. Because it's handouts. Well, what are you handing out to the security budgets? What kind of handouts is that then? Security handouts. This is just a different kind of handout, buddy. So let's get real about solving these problems. Let's get real about creating solutions. Let's get real about visions. I don't hear any politicians anymore talk about visions for the future. Oh, our economic action plan. Your economic action plan is like whatever will get you elected. Whatever's sexy at the time. There's no vision. I want to see vision. I want to see people trying to create real solutions to real problems and stop pointing the fingers and blaming people. Like what's Obama gonna do when he comes out? When we actually find out who does this? Oh, we're just gonna like brush it under the rug. Go get him! Go get him! Because like if we get him after the fact, that brings back that puts the legs back on those runners. That like brings those people back to life. Get real. And if you're a light worker right now, I want to see you spreading that love everywhere. Because it's times like these that people need the reminder. That being said, I mean, do I stop believing in the human race? No. Because there's a small percentage. I loved seeing some of the comments people made about like this whole thing. It's like, the world's ending! Like, I mean, that kind of shows like just the mentality of some of the people. But I also think it goes to show that no one has any understanding of the scale. As soon as the media starts shooting off this stuff, no one has any understanding. Everyone's like, whoa, this is some crazy event. I was completely unfazed when I heard about it. I was like, eh. You know, just another bombing that we hear in the world. Why should I put a greater premium on the fact that it's in like a Western country during a marathon? I mean, you hear all the time, like in places like Pakistan and all these, and Palestine and Israel and all these places, there will be people that will be at weddings getting massacred. Weddings, funerals. It's happening all the time. It's happening all the time. Why are you so shocked all of a sudden that's in Boston? Because it doesn't normally happen there. Well, it looks like it's going to normally happen in places like that in the future. Unless we change the ways that we're doing right now and start really trying to tackle the problems. People, just as I say, keep going out, spreading love, spreading peace. Do not let anyone take this event and turn it into something that it's not. Friends. Let's return into ourselves now. What did the spirit guides have to tell us for today? Boar. Face your problems head on. With confidence and courage, you will emerge victorious. See, guys? We gotta face our problems head on. We gotta stop Stop with the pithy. It's pithy problem solving. It's just like the media loves this stuff. They love stories like this. They just keep showing it over and over and over. It has the emotional elements. It sells and makes them money. And you're falling for it. You're getting sucked into all the stuff they're saying. I know. I can't blame you. It happens to me too. But you gotta recognize it. You gotta see it for what it is. Peace and love, friends.